Breaking news tonight. Police desperately searching for a beautiful little 2-year-old Florida girl, Caylee, after her grandparents report her missing. Little Caylee now not seen for 6 long weeks. Last seen with her mother. So why didn't Mommy call police? Bombshell. A sworn search warrant just released reveals stunning information against Mom Casey, including lie after lie she told police about Caylee's disappearance, including her story the babysitter called Mom Casey from a private number and put little Caylee on the phone. We now know from phone records no such call ever took place. She lied. And we learned the grandmother finds Mom Casey's slacks in the abandoned car just before cops arrive. The slacks smell like a dead body. Grandmother Cindy unwittingly washes them. Was any forensic clue destroyed forever? And for the second time in 48 hours, the lead detective and real CSI back to the Anthony home, reportedly leaving with a suitcase stuffed with Mom Casey's clothing. That evidence now at the FBI crime lab for DNA testing as dive teams join the search for Caylee. And tonight, the Zenaida Gonzalez attached to Sawgrass Apartments is found and has never even met little Caylee. Arraignment set down August 21 as Mom Casey enters a plea of not guilty.
What has your life been like?
Oh, horrible. Horrible. And my name is just because it's not so much because they know my face. It's more or less because they know my name. And since they know my name, everywhere I go, they're obviously insinuating that I did something wrong because my name is so much on the news. So I haven't been able to get a job. I haven't been able to do much of nothing because everybody's just judging me by my name.
Breaking developments in the case of missing 2-year-old toddler Caylee Anthony. The supposed babysitter Zenaida Gonzalez has reportedly been found, and she says she has never even heard of Casey Anthony or Caylee. In an interview with a local Orlando TV station, Zenaida says her life has been ruined by this, and she can't get a job just because of her name being affiliated with this story.
We believe she has no involvement. My understanding is that this person has come forward, and she said, you know, she doesn't want to be bothered anymore. She's sick and tired of people mentioning her name.
Also happening today, police for the 4th time came to the Anthony home and left with items from inside the house. Reports say much of what has been collected was from a suitcase Casey Anthony was using up until the time she was arrested for lying to police and failing to report Caylee missing.
I don't know if he doesn't check through like some of the bags and stuff that I have at the house, but maybe it was in one of those purses, but I know I kept everything that I had kind of centralized at Tony.
In addition, police have released the search warrant executed on the home yesterday, detailing how Anthony's phone records show nobody by the name of Zenaida Gonzalez, and there was no private phone call received on July 15th, as Casey Anthony claims she received. Also included in the search warrant is details of how, before cops arrived, Caylee's grandmother, Cindy Anthony, removed a pair of pants from Casey Anthony's car and washed them.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. Police desperately searching for a beautiful 2-year-old Florida girl, Caylee, now not seen for 6 long weeks. Bombshell. A sworn search warrant just released reveals stunning information against Mom Casey, including lie after lie to police about Caylee's disappearance. In the last hours, the lead detective and a real-life CSI back at the Anthony home, leaving with bags of evidence. And tonight, the Zenaida Gonzalez attached to Sawgrass Apartments is found. And she's never even heard of little Caylee.
What would you say to Casey Anthony?
Why me? Why would you choose my name of all the people in Florida? Why would you choose my name? You know, if I don't know you, never met you, why would you choose my name? Make my life impossible. You know, right now my life is very impossible because she chose to say my name, of all people. To her family, I don't know. I don't know what to tell them because I have nothing to do with them. I never met them. You know, I wish them the best of luck. I hope the baby comes, you know, they find her and she's okay, you know, she comes back home.
In a shocking development, a local Orlando TV station has just completed an interview with the alleged Zenaida Gonzalez that visited the apartment complex where Casey Anthony says she last saw Caylee. Gonzalez goes into detail about how she has been approached by investigators at least 3 times and has never even met Casey Anthony or Anthony's 2-year-old daughter, Caylee.
And my understanding is that she was spoken to twice, and both times she's dispelled any concerns that we had as to her involvement with Caylee or Casey. She's been cooperative, but I cannot officially say that she's been ruled out because, again, I don't know that. I have not had a chance to talk to the detectives concerning that.
They said that the person that you dropped Caylee with doesn't even exist. Because, oh, look, they can't find her in the Florida database. She's not just from Florida. If they would actually listen to anything that I would have said to them, they would have had their lead. They maybe could have tracked her down. They haven't listened to a thing that I've said.
Investigators have just completed obtaining more items from the home after Caylee's grandparents reportedly asked police to come to the home because they located items that might be of interest to them. Another report suggests that detectives had previously collected items from the Anthony home that were from a suitcase that Casey Anthony was using, with many of those items expected to be tested for stains and microscopic evidence at the FBI crime lab.
I've got news for you, Casey Anthony. The police have listened to the words you've said. It's all right here in a sworn search warrant. They've listened and they have investigated, and they have found out that nearly everything you told them, trying to help them find your daughter, is a lie. Lie after lie after lie. 2 incredibly disturbing lies in the sworn affidavit. Number 1, remember, Mom Casey says she spoke to little Caylee, that the babysitter called her from a private number. She put little Caylee on the phone for just a minute. She told us so dramatically. They got the phone records. No such phone call ever came in. Then we learn at the back of this search warrant, a 7-page sworn search warrant, that grandmother Cindy Anthony gets to the car before police and finds in it a pair of pinstriped gray slacks. They belong to Mom Casey. Last seen wearing them the last day Caylee was ever seen alive. They smelled like a dead body. Mom Casey's pants smelled like a dead body. Unwittingly, Cindy Anthony washes the pants. Out to Mark Williams of WNDB News Talk. Tell me the latest.
Well, the latest is, Nancy, that search warrant, of course, executed. We've seen what it says, and literally it is a web of lies. Lies about her employment at Universal, of course, Zenaida Gonzalez, you know, as well, dropping the child Caylee off with Zenaida. And I know a little bit later on in the show we'll have Lewis Bolton from Channel 6 who had an interview with her. Also, that private phone call that was made in the middle of July, July 15th. There's no private phone call that came in. At the time, Casey telling investigators that she talked to Zenaida, and then she also talked to Caylee. And as we know, a big, fat lie. But the big breaking news today down here in Central Florida is the fact that Cindy Anthony told investigators about the gray slacks that she found in the back of that Pontiac Sunbird, which was located on the floorboard in the rear. Also, some boots and some shoes. Now, being the dutiful mother that Cindy Anthony is, she took those slacks out of the car, washed them, and then she put them in Casey's room. That was before investigators got to him. Again, she said that she almost reiterated her phone call that she first made to 911. Those pants smelled like a dead body. I mean, that is incriminating evidence from the word go.
Do we know, Mark Williams, did she launder them at a dry cleaner, or did she wash them in the washing machine?
I would assume that she had them just washed there in the washing machine. Living in the neighborhood they have, everybody has a washer and dryer, and it was just a deal where that she took the pants and just popped them into the machine like you or I would do when we were at home.